I found it almost impossible to find the perfect winter backpacking pack that has all the features that I want, but the Mountain Hardwear AMG pack comes very close. And today I want to go over everything that I love about this pack, as well as some of the things that aren't so great about it, and some of the features that may make it awesome for you, or a pack that you're going to despise. It comes in 3 different sizes. You can get a 55-liter version, a 75-liter version, which I have right here, or a 105-liter version. If you do tend to have bigger loads in the wintertime, then I recommend the 105-liter version. The 75-liter version I find is a little small for me sometimes, especially when I'm carrying a lot of gear, like if I'm going hot tenting. I've carried a lot of weight in this pack, over 50 pounds, and that's when I'm on those big trips, hot tenting and whatnot. And the reason why I can carry so much weight is because of the aluminum stays that it has throughout the back, and then a really nice hip belt and shoulder straps. The hip belt and shoulder straps are made with a really stiff foam, and that stiff foam isn't going to buckle under really heavy weights. As well, it is a floating hip belt, so it rotates as you move, which is a really nice feature. And then the shoulder straps and the back is adjustable, so you can get the fit tailored exactly to what you need, which is one of the most important things when you're looking to carry a lot of weight in your pack. If your pack doesn't fit, you're not going to be able to carry those loads comfortably. In order to adjust the torso length and the shoulder straps here, there's a piece of Velcro that you just open up, and then you can move the shoulder strap assembly up and down in the pack. The pack comes in 2 different sizes. You can get a size small medium or a medium large. I have here the size small medium, and it fits my 18-inch torso quite well. Sometimes the shoulder straps are a little bit short, but from a torso length perspective, I'm kind of right in the middle of the Velcro there for adjusting the torso length. Like I was saying in the beginning, with a winter pack, I find a lot of troubles finding a pack with the features that I want, but the AMG series of packs is feature packed. Starting at the top of the pack with the features, there's 2 zippers. So it has a floating lid, which is awesome because you can get a lot of capacity into the 2 pockets that are up here. You have one main pocket that has a waterproof zipper, great for things like your first aid kit, your ditty bag, SOS device. It can fit a ton of stuff. I keep basically all my day-to-day things up in this pouch. And then there's another pouch, little pocket here up front, which is great for your keys. You can just put your keys inside of there, close that up, and then never open it and worry about losing your keys. It also has a lot of options for wintertime travel. There are 2 loops on the back here that you can use for attaching a pulk. The poles for a pulk sled, and then it has ski carrying ability. So you can carry the skis in an A-frame method, which is my favorite because it distributes the load nicely, or you can carry them as a diagonal method as well. Another feature that I was looking for was a separate avalanche pocket for things like your shovel and probe. So in here I have my avalanche probe and my shovel, and it's nice to have a separate pocket for all that, because if you are in an emergency and you need to dig someone out of an avalanche, then having it as a separate pocket is nice because you don't need to be digging through everything that's in your main pouch, and it's just a lot quicker and safer. And then there's another pouch on the front made of a reinforced Dyneema fabric, and that's great for things like crampons. You can stick really pointy, sharp objects in there, different ice tools, and they're not going to damage other parts of your pack or gear that you have in other areas. Moving on to the other side of the pack and looking at the hip belts, there's something on the hip belts that some of you may like and some of you may really dislike, and that's that instead of hip belt pockets, the pack has carabiner loops. So you can just take your carabiners, stick it on there, and have that as well as other tools really accessible. And that's awesome if you're doing glacier travel or mountaineering. If you're not doing those things and you probably want hip belts, you'd probably miss those. But for me, that's a feature that I wanted on this pack. Ideally, I would like having carabiner loops on one side and then a hip belt on the other side. I have a couple packs like that, but nothing with such a high volume and with the other features that I like. As you've probably noticed, there's also a ton of straps on this pack, and that makes it so that even at 75 liters, and like I said, this pack is a little bit small for me sometimes, I can strap a ton of stuff. There's straps on the side here, so you can strap things there. If you undo these buckles, there's another strap so you can strap things underneath the lid really easily. And then there's straps on the back, 2 different straps, and that's good if you have snowshoes. You can use these front straps to strap those snowshoes to the back of your pack, or you can strap them to the bottom of the pack, or you can use the bottom of the pack straps for something like a foam sleeping pad. And while we have the bottom exposed, let's talk about durability of this pack because it's super durable. The bottom and the side hip belts are made with a reinforced 850 denier nylon, whereas the rest of the pack is made with a 200 denier nylon. So it's a good balance of lightweight and durability. And while we're on the subject of weight, the size small medium for the 75 liter weighs 2,200 grams. So that's not super lightweight. It's not even lightweight, but it's in my opinion, very lightweight for such a durable, feature-rich pack that's this size and has this kind of carrying capacity. And if you do want to get lighter, you can actually strip this pack down really easily. You can take off the hip belt, you can take off a lot of the straps, as well as the lid, and get it down to sub 2,000 grams. And while we touch on a lot of good things about this pack, there are some bad things as well. First up, the price. The 75-liter version costs $520, so that's not cheap for a pack, but you can get it on sale quite often. I see 20%, 30% sales very often, and then I got mine on a 50% off sale. So wait for end of season sales, you can pick this pack up really cheap. The lack of hip belt pockets are going to be a deal breaker for some people, but as well, I find that the side pockets are really annoying. They're not stretchy at all, and they don't fit a ton. I have a Nalgene and a stool in here right now, but that's pretty much maxing out the capacity of these side pockets. There's also no bottom access. I normally don't like having bottom access for sleeping bags on packs, but in the wintertime, it is a feature that I like because if I do run into problems, then I can rip out my sleeping bag really easily and then get inside of it. So like if I break my leg when I'm hiking, I can get into insulation very quickly as I wait for help to arrive. As it stands, if I'm in riskier situations, I have to pack my pack a little bit differently than normal with my sleeping bag closer to the top of the pack. If you want to check out a pack that's a little bit more versatile for 3-season use, then go check out my review up there of the Gregory Katmai pack. That pack has a lot of great features for wintertime, but is also great for spring, summer, and fall.